Hi everybody, we're going to do factoring using double T-charts. A lot of you who went to Woodlawn used this method. If you went to Hawfields last year, I know that majority of you told me that you used square box method for factoring, and I already have a video uploaded using square box method for you to check out to review. For those of you who want to do double T-charts and get a little refresher, let's go ahead and get started on 2x squared plus 13x plus 21. We're going to use double T-charts when there's a number in front of the x squared that it's greater than 1. So the first thing that your teacher had you do last year was your teacher had you go ahead and put the T-charts on the front and on the back numbers. Let's go ahead and list our factors of the 2x squared, which are going to be 1 and 2, the only factors we have. Go ahead and list our factors of 21, which are 1 and 21, 3 and 7. We already know that 1 and 2 have to be the first numbers in the front of each of our parentheses. So let's go ahead and put 1x and 2x down here. They are not going to change. Now it's our job to figure out in what ways can I multiply and then add to get 13x in the middle. So your teacher may have last year may have done this. So they said, let's try 1 times 1 on the top row plus the 2 times the 21. So I did the ones in the front, and then we're going to add that to the two numbers in the back that are multiplied. When I add these up, I get 1 plus 42. There's no way I can get 13x in the middle. So I cannot use that method. So now instead of using 1 times 1, I'm going to use the 1 times the 21. So first times the last, plus the 2 on the inside multiplied together. That is 21 plus 2. No way that can give me 13x in the middle, so that's not going to work. I have tried both of my options for the 1 and 21. So they are not going to be available to me. They do not work. Now I need to try the ones in the front again. So now I'm going to do 1 times 3 plus the 2 in the back, 2 times 7. That leaves me with 3 plus 14. Still doesn't get me 13x in the middle. So I need to reverse it. Instead of trying the 1 and the 3, now let me try the 1 times the 7 plus the 2 times the 3. That is 7 plus 6, and yes, it gives me 13. Now, the 1 and the 7 need to be multiplied together. That means the 7 cannot be located beside the 1x. It has to go into the second set of parentheses in the back, because when I FOIL, they will be multiplied. The 2 and the 3, they need to be multiplied, so they have to go into opposite parentheses. And now if I FOIL, I will get 1x times 2x, 2x squared. I do outer, I'll get 7x. I do inner, I get 6x. And last, 21. If you do add the two middle together, the 6x and the 7x, you will get 13x in the middle. Now let's try another one. So I'm going to go ahead and take this screen off real quick. We're going to try another problem. This one's going to be a little harder. This one is 6x squared plus 17x minus 14. Once again, I got a number in the front that's greater than 1, so I need to do a double T-chart. I'm going to go ahead and find my factors of 6. My factors of 6 are going to be 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. Remember, factors are numbers that multiply to give you that leading number. So 1 times 6 makes 6. 2 times 3 is also 6. In the back, 1 times 14 makes 14, and 2 times 7 also makes 14. The issue is, this time I've got a negative 14 in the back. So if I have a negative 14, the only option is a positive and a negative. So I'm going to look at my 17 in the middle. The 17 in the middle is a positive. That means my big number has to be the positive. My smaller number has to be the negative. So I'm going to go over here to my picture, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my big number is the positive, but my small numbers get the negative. Okay. Now, at this point, I need to go ahead and start checking. I'm going to use the 1 and the 6 and the negative 1 and the 14. I have to see if I can multiply and get them to add up to be 17. I am going to go ahead and put down here my two sets of parentheses. As of right now, I can't put anything in the front because I've got two options on how to multiply to get 6. So I'm going to try. Here we go. I'm going to do a different color for us so we can have something different to look at. So I'm going to try using the first numbers that are in the front. So 1 times negative 1 plus 6 times 14. There is no way that's going to give me 17. Your 6 times your 14 is 84. So -1 plus 84. No way I can get 17. Going to need to start over. So now I'm going to use 1 times 14 plus 6 times -1. 14 plus a -6. Still not going to give me 17x in the middle. So right now I have tried the 1 and the 6 with the -1 and the 14. I can't wipe it off the board yet because I still have another option for 14. So I'm going to try this time the 1 and the 6 in the front and the -2 and the 7 in the back. I'm going to use the first number, so +1, and -2 plus 6 times 7. -2 plus 42, not going to give me 17 in the middle when I add those up. So let me reverse it. Instead of using 1 times -2, let me use 1 times 7 plus the 6 times the -2. 7 plus -12. Still not going to get me 17 in the middle. So right now I have tried the leading number 1 and 6 with both of my options, and it will not work. Let me go and erase those. We're going to try next cell. Let me go ahead and mark those back off. Not going to work. So now the only choice we have left is the 2 and the 3. That means the 2 and the 3 have to go down here in the first position. And now I just need to figure out which set of factors in the back will help it add up to be 17x in the middle. So we're going to try again. I'm going to go back and I'm going to use 2 times -1 plus 3 times 14. I'm going to get -2. Plus that's going to leave me with 42. Still does not give me 17x in the middle. Got to reverse it. Instead of trying 2 times -1, 2 times 14 plus the 3 times the -1. That's going to give me 28 plus -3, still not 17. So at this point, I automatically already know that I can go ahead and erase or mark out, as I'm erasing, mark out the -1 and the 14. It will not work. So I know I've got to use the -2 and the 7. I just don't know what combination yet. That's for us to figure out. Let's try the ones in the front. 2 times -2 plus 3 times 7. That is -4 plus 21. Will that give me 17x in the middle? Yes, it does. Now, that means my 2 and my -2, they need to be multiplied, but they cannot be in the same parentheses. So I've got to move the -2 to the back. That means that 3 needs to be multiplied by the 7, but they cannot be in the same parentheses. So I have to put the +7. Always go back and check yourself. Is 2x times 3x 6x squared? Yes. Now do outer. 2x times -2. That is -4. 7 times 3x. Inner. That is going to give me 21. Will -4x and +21x truly make 17x? Yes. Then we know we are done. Please let me know if you need any more help on double T's.